How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the M2 Motoring YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be getting the alignment done on my Ford Mustang. If you've seen in an earlier video, I just got the Lexus alignment done and didn't even really need one, which I was amazed, because usually when you install suspension components, you know, toe, camber, caster can all be kind of out of it. It was actually pretty close to factory specs, so I was really surprised and happy about that. But this car, you need to get the alignment done. So, and if you're wondering why I didn't get the alignment done right when I did the suspension work, this was all in a crunch for the SEMA show. And right after the SEMA show, Kaiju Motorsports was in the process of moving shops. So didn't want to bother them, and they were waiting for their new in-ground alignment, which is very lower card friendly. So we'll be heading over there and getting it done.
One pair of pants later.
Just got over here to the shop. There's a Mustang, there's some cars parked. There's the 6 again. Let's see what we got going on here. Have the EG coupe on the alignment rack. Have a, it's like a wrapped wagon. Getting some work done. There's 2K here. Don't know if the camera can pick it up, but the car is pretty rough. About to get the Mustang on the alignment machine. Matt is now going to move it in. So before Matt preps the sensors and everything for the alignment setup, there is a trick that a lot of Ford people do. When you usually lower the rear, it gets lower, but because the car's hanging in the air, the preload's kind of funky. So when you do put lowering springs in, like I didn't get as low as I'd like it to be. And one of the tricks that they've done is called clocking the bushing, which is pretty much loosening majority of the lower suspension bolts and putting weight over the rear, which would require me to sit on the trunk or with the trunk open and put weight on it and then tighten everything back up. About 225 pounds. Not trying to make fun of Brian, but I might volunteer him for it. Try to get the rear a little lower.
A lot of boring math later.
Did this actually help? It actually lowered it just a smidge more, so I guess it was worth the effort. What do you think, Matt?
Maybe? I don't know.
It did just a smidge, judging by the finger measuring. It is what it is. So Matt's gonna go ahead and check all the tire pressures, making sure they're all good, and prepping for the alignment. Then he'll hook the sensors up and see what the readings are. See what it reads.
That's not bad.
Too bad. It's not bad at all.
No, the camber's pretty decent front and back. Told
So Matt's now dialing the alignment. As you saw earlier on the screen, the specifications currently aren't actually that bad, but you know, can be better, so he's going to take care of that. Let's get all the tools ready. So the rear is pretty much done. Those are the specs. Now to do the front.
Could be better.
This can be a lot better. So driver's side 3.2 and camber 3.0. Caster's not too bad. It's in that range. Some small adjustments on the toe. Definitely needs improvement. And when it comes to alignment and having cars with a bit of camber, because of the wheel and tire setup I have, camber isn't necessarily the tire killer, it's toe. So we get this done. I mean, obviously it's still going to wear unevenly, but on the tire itself, but it'll be a lot slower. Not that I put a lot of mileage on this car. So here's the readings. Matt's about to get started on that. Cool. So Matt did a quick recalibration to see what the readings are. So everything's within spec minus obviously the camber, but that's because of the wheel and tire setup. The alignment is more or less finished. So there's a couple of sensors that Matt has to set up, so he's actually gonna take the car out for a spin. He is the actually only person that's ever driven this car besides me, so pretty funny.
Years later.
So the alignment is done. All the sensors are set for the lane departure warning and everything else for this car. And Matt's gonna pull it out around front, but that pretty much concludes today's episode. Thanks again for watching. Definitely do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please do me a huge favor, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below. Until then, take care.